Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be breaking down why you haven't landed an appointment setting position yet. An offer, a role, whatever you want to call it, a job, and I hope the music in the back is not too loud, but I know a lot of you guys are struggling with this. I know a lot of you guys, the first step is the hardest, which is to land an offer, and either you're new to appointment setting and you're about to get started, or you're just learning, and you want to learn from the mistakes and the things to do. You've been doing it for a couple of days to a couple of weeks now and still haven't landed anything, and you're starting to get frustrated. Or you've been looking for quite a while now, I'm talking several months, and you still haven't landed a position. So I bet you're feeling very, very frustrated and on the verge of giving up. So I'm gonna be the one to tell you to not give up and just watch this video and make the necessary adjustments. Because once you get in a good position, then that's when things get better, okay? So before we get into it, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're nearly at 3K, so click that subscribe button and let's get into it. So I'll break down what most people are doing. And this is probably what you're doing as well. And you can identify which mistakes that you're making. So the first thing, and the most obvious, is gonna be most people, they spam thousands of generic cold outreach. So this is kind of like SMMA days. This is kind of like a business owner days where you just rely on cold outreach, and we're often told that cold outreach is the way, and you just need to spam a ton of them until someone bites the bait. And nowadays, that's just not how it works anymore. Maybe like 10 years ago, 5-10 years ago, it would work, but nowadays you need to get more creative and you need more aces up your sleeve, okay? So that's what most people do, and no wonder they don't get results, because honestly, if you're just doing cold outreach and it's generic too, and you don't know what you're doing, you're just relying on it being a numbers game and luck. And unless you want to sit at the desk for 12 hours a day for 2-3 months straight, trying to get a good offer, then be my guest. But I imagine most of you don't want to do that, and you don't want it to just be a numbers game and luck, right? And obviously, most people would actually just give up and say appointment setting is a scam after 2 weeks, which I understand, but like I said, don't give up and don't get frustrated. So that's what most people will do, and if this is you, you need to stop or you need to make an adjustment. Now we're gonna break down exactly what you need to be doing, so this doesn't become a problem anymore. You're not unemployed, or you're not struggling to find an offer right now, and you're actually putting your skills to work, okay? What we need to do is, yes, still we need to do the outreach, but we need to make it in a way that actually gets responses. So what I mean by that is you need to, and I'll actually link a video up here you can watch, and you can just copy paste it. The way we do outreach, and the way I teach my students, my clients, as well as people who watch the channel, is we do video outreach, where you're gonna film a Loom video like this. So this is on Loom. This software is called Loom, where you can share the screen. But you can also just film your face, basically. So we like to do vid outreach because of a couple of reasons, instead of the cold generic DM outreach. And we're still doing DM as well, so I'll actually put DM. But a couple of reasons why we like to do vid. Number one reason is it shows you're going above and beyond. And that's a good impression that you want to make to businesses you're applying to. Because like I said, everyone else is doing this. If you stand out by going above and beyond and going out of your way to make a video, then that already screams a good first impression. And first impressions do matter, okay? So it shows you're going above and beyond and that you're serious. Second thing that it does for you is it shows how you talk, your energy, your confidence, basically how you are as a person. Okay, so this is a big reason why I started YouTube, is I wanted to improve my speaking skills, because if you look back on my old videos, I wasn't very confident at speaking. I couldn't speak like this. So like if I just, right now I can do things off of ad-lib. I can just film in 1-2 takes. But back then, if I tried to do that, I'd have to edit a lot, and it'd have to be like a 90-minute process. So like a simple video like this would take 90 minutes back then. So I wanted to be better at talking, at speaking, and articulating myself. But I also knew that YouTube is very powerful, because when you're doing video, that's the closest thing to people being right in front of you in person. Because if you're in person, if they're right in front of you, you build the most rapport, they get to see your energy, they get to feel your confidence, they get to see how you are as a person, how you articulate yourself. So this is gonna like build massive rapport. It's gonna show what kind of person you are instead of just hiding behind a DM or hiding behind the screen. They actually get to kind of preview or kind of see what kind of person they'll be working with once you get on the position. And that's super, super important, okay? That's what's going to give you the edge over other people, okay? So that's that. That's why we do video and DM outreach. Like I said, I linked the video up. It's called Most Powerful Outreach Method in 2023. So still do the outreach, but make it in a way that actually gets responses. The second thing is, and like obviously still, it's a numbers game, right? So you still need to do massive volume. Aim for like 20 to 50 a day across multiple platforms. Don't just rely on one platform. I mean, you can, but I like to do multiple platforms. So you can do IG. You can do IG, Facebook, Twitter or X, LinkedIn. Pick a couple platforms. You could do job posting sites. Pick a couple platforms, 1 to 3 is fine. And I like to do that just because if I did it on one platform, I find, sometimes you can get restricted, you can get flagged for sending too many messages too quickly. There's ways around that, but I like to spread it out. So yeah, do the outreach, do it in volume, but make it in a way that gets responses and it's not generic. It shows that you care. Now, the second thing is to grow your network. Use your connections to your advantage. So going into 2025, I see appointment setting in sales, like I see this landscape changing quite a bit. I see it changing more to about who you know, not what you know. So that means you need to start growing your connections. You need to start meeting new people, building your network, and not just like with random people. You want it to be with setters, with other setters, with other closers, business owners, and growth operators. So growth operators, if you don't know, these are people that work with business owners to help scale their offer up, to actually make them more money. While the business owner just focuses on things like content. And especially it's going to be useful, and they especially partner up with business owners who have just launched a high ticket program, people who just launched a product. Because if it's their first time and they just launched a product, they don't know what they're doing. So the growth operators come in and they help grow the business side of things. And why you need to connect with them is because they know the people, they know the business owners. They're the plugs basically. So grow your network, use your network to your advantage, be genuine about it, and then over time, you'll find that once you start growing your network this way, just being very cool and genuine and networking like with a lot of people, then you'll find that if you're doing your thing, if you're doing it right, you'll be the first person on their mind. Let's say there's a setting opportunity that someone in your network has found and they refer you to it. They say, hey, I found this setter opportunity, might be good for you. Most of the offers that I've landed when I was a setter back then, full time, they were through my network actually. They were through my network. It was from people that I know. So that is very powerful. Couple that with the outreach and you'll get very far. But we don't stop there. The third thing I'm going to say is to build your personal brand in a way that presents you as a highly desired and competent setter. Because let's face it, like I said, first impressions count, and moving into 2024 and 2025, I also see personal brand being extremely important. You gotta think of it like a digital resume, you gotta think of it like a digital CV, and you have to take it seriously. When people click on your profile, is it on private? Do you have a profile picture? Do you have a weird ass username? If that's the case, then there's no reason for them to hire you. Like, I don't blame them for not hiring you. Okay, so you need to show who you are. Like, you're gonna show it through your profile, make sure it's optimized. I also have a good video up here, which you can check it out. But if you check my Instagram, I have it set up pretty good. So yes, it's right now, like it's catered towards for my business, but when I was setting back then, it wasn't that much different. Profile pictures, clean. Clean username. If I had Matt Jacob, I would take it, but someone has it. You don't need a bunch of followers. I don't have a bunch of followers. I have 2.4K, but it doesn't matter, right? The bio is filled out. It shows that I'm competent, like what I do. You could have a link as well, some story highlights, and then photos of me. Very, very simple. Again, like I said, you don't have to be an influencer, but just make sure the basics are there. It's filled out. So going back to this and you being a setter, you need to present yourself in a way. You need to, first of all, not hide behind the camera. and hide behind a private profile. You need to go in public and you need to have pictures of yourself and at least show you're a real person and not a bot. Okay? Build your personal brand. And then what I do as well, to take it a step further, is post content. For example, on YouTube, I post content. But on Twitter as well, I was posting content too. I was sharing my insights. Let me just give you guys an example. And I don't really use Twitter anymore, but you guys can kind of get an idea here. Like, for example, like documenting my journey. I don't know why it's not loading, but yeah, documenting my journey. So it doesn't even have to be about business stuff, about appointment setting. Just show what you're doing in a day in a life and you're good. You know, reposting funny content. It doesn't have to be funny content, but reposting content, more day in the life stuff, some memes, etc., etc. And then also some valuable content, like what I learned in appointment setting, what I learned here, here, and here. So that's how you do it, basically, in a nutshell. Is just build your personal brand that way, stay consistent with it. And yeah, like I said in the last, like I'm going to say in the last point, is just stay consistent. And you might have to even hop on a few bad or mid offers temporarily. Let's say worst case scenario, you've done all this and it's still not working out. Maybe you need to like hop on a few bad or mid offers temporarily. If you have to do so, you can also work your way up to better offers, stacking experience as you go along. So let's say you're new to this and you don't have experience and you're struggling to get an offer, so be it. Okay, so sometimes you have to get on that mid offer, that mid outbound offer, work on it for a couple weeks, and then you hop off it. And then now you can go into the next offer saying that you have experience. Obviously, try your best, but you can use that as a way to build experience very quickly. And then you hop on the second offer. Let's say it's not as bad, and then you work on that for a bit, and then you rinse and repeat the process. And then you just keep hopping on and off offers until you earn a good one. So I hope that makes sense. That's how you stack experience. It's how you get experience, is by actually working. So that's what I would do. That's what you should actually be doing if you haven't landed an appointment setting offer yet, okay? Take a shot every time I say offer. But there you go, guys. It's kind of like my 3-step system, kind of giving it away. So outreach, whoops, not the middle finger. Outreach, network, personal brand. Use all of those in tandem, and that should fix your problems, and you should be getting on an offer very soon. If you want help with, like, let's say you get replies back and you get on interviews now, if you don't know what to do for that, link up here with another video on how to crush the interview. But yeah, guys, this is what I would do. This is what most people do. Avoid that. This is what I would actually do, because 2024 and 2025, there's a lot of people trying to get into this space. So you need to do things a bit differently. You need to do things a bit better. I see it being more relationship driven. It's about who you know, not necessarily about what you know. And first impressions matter, okay? So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If this was valuable, again, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. And if you just want to speedrun all of this, and let's say this was helpful but it wasn't enough, links in the description where we can just help you speedrun the whole process for the one-on-one mentorship, okay? So apart from that, oh, and one more thing. How do you grow your network? One of the ways you can grow your network is by joining groups. So again, shameless plug, not even about this group, but you can literally type in on Skool, for example, or Facebook. Like if you click on Discover Communities, you just type in appointment setting, high ticket sales, a bunch of appointment setting and high ticket sales groups will come up. And usually in those groups, people are posting job opportunities, or they're giving you content on how to land positions, okay? So the more knowledge, the better. But I have my own group here if you want to join it, Art of Appointment Setting. Offers get put in here. And then there's also stuff here on how to land a position, okay? So if you are interested in that, it's completely free. Link in the description as well. But anyways, guys, enough yapping. Hope this helps, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.